introduced and locations beyond hospital sites so that care is closer to communities and people wherever they are. The new global health sector strategies on respectively HIV, viral hepatitis, and sexually transmitted infection for the period 2022 to 2030 emphasizes the importance of person-centered care and alignment of systems and integration of services to reach the goal of elimination of hepatitis by 2030. To achieve hepatitis elimination, at least 60% of people living with hepatitis B and C must be diagnosed, and at least 50% eligible for treatment must be cured or receiving treatment by 2025. For this to happen, those in need must have access to hepatitis service that are accessible and that are equitable, effective, efficient, timely, and on an acceptable quality. On World Hepatitis Day 2022, WHO is highlighting the need for bringing hepatitis care closer to the primary health facilities and communities so that people have better access to treatment and care, no matter what type of hepatitis they might have. WHO aims to achieve hepatitis elimination by 2030. To get there, WHO calls on countries to achieve specific targets. Reduce new infection on hepatitis B and C by 90%, reduce hepatitis-related deaths from liver cirrhosis and cancer by 65%, ensure that at least 90% of people with hepatitis B and C virus are diagnosed, and at least 80% of those eligible receive appropriate treatment. In conclusion, I would like to say that every human being is born in this world with basic human and fundamental rights: the right to privacy, equality, autonomy, and free speech, as also the right to food, water, shelter, education, and health. These rights are not privileges. They are ensured by the Constitution of our country and therefore must be freely and safely accessible to all. Health facilities and services must be made available, accessible, and utilized without any discrimination. Prevention and treatment for viral hepatitis is indeed a health right for people who are most at risk. Let us not deprive them of these life-saving services. No one should die with a treatable, curable disease or gas infection which is preventable. Thank you.
And positive, pregnant woman tested for hepatitis B and positive, and general client tested for hepatitis C and positive. So we have different parallel programs running. But just to have an overview, we thought it would be nice to see what is the actual trend of these diseases, hepatitis and HIV, which are very closely interlinked with each other. So if we just look, we cannot read everything, but in Nagaland, the total number is at the bottom of the table. But if we look at the positivity, then we can see that Dimapur, Kohima, Twensang are almost at the top of HIV, hepatitis B as well as hepatitis C. So this is one trend. Now out of all the districts, we have tested 65,730 in Nagaland for HIV for general clients. That includes all the hard work that you all are putting in, the different NGOs like TI NGOs, as well as the ICTCs, as well as at the village level, through even up to the level of Village Health and Nutrition Day. So 65730 was the total general clients tested for HIV, and positive were 1341. Okay, this is exclusive of pregnant women. So our positivity rate is 2.04. That is for the general clients. Now pregnant women screened were 18,530 and positive were 124. That was in the last financial year. So among the pregnant women, HIV positivity rate is 0.66%. Hepatitis B screened among the general were 60,793. Out of that, 181 were tested positive among the general clients. So this, you think about the responsibilities within the state and percolating down to the district and the sub-district levels, then there's a lot of things that we need to do. For example, the supply chain is one of the most important area, and then the service delivery is another one, and then the outcome of those. So we have this among the general population, HCV target is 1,51,379. So if we go exactly according to the target, we need that much of testing kits. Among the HRGs, the target is 32,749. So the total HCV testing target is 1,84,128. So this is our target for testing if we have to cover the whole of Nagaland. All right, coming to where is HPV? Okay, this is HPV testing targets. Among the pregnant women, it is 11,988. That is almost 12,000. Right, 12,000 pregnant women we have to test this year. Among the HRG is 32,749. We have already seen it in the previous slide. Then we have the target for administration of HBIG. So HBIG is an injection immunoglobulin. It's a human immunoglobulin against hepatitis, which is given to all the neonates who are born to hepatitis B positive mothers. Supposing if I'm hepatitis B positive and I'm pregnant, my child should get HBIG immediately within 24 hours of birth. So that is the target for 44 is the target for us this year.
For hepatitis C. No, hepatitis C, and then I was really worried because during that time it was only plain interferon, and then I could hear a lot of the side effects that was happening with people who were already on interferon, and then those were some concerns that I had. Then later on, then came the pegylated interferon, and then I was kind of I was even willing to go for pegylated interferon, but the price was too expensive. It was coming to almost 7-8 lakhs just for a 6-month treatment. And I know that my body was having some problems which I would make it out, because even through my my stool and my urine and all, and the way I look, my complexion and all, I can easily make out that I'm really having problem. But thanks to all the activism that happened, in 2012-13 onwards, and fortunately we had a platform called the Hepatitis Coalition of Nagaland, which was headed by Kripa and all the other NGOs, and then that way we were able to advocate with a lot of pharmaceutical companies, where we were able to negotiate with the current DA drugs also. So in fact, I'll be one of those people who were initially started on DAs. It was in 2015 when I started my treatment for viral hepatitis C with the DA drugs. During that time, it was only sofosbuvir and ribavirin only, and even the pharma company, they'll tell you that there's minimum side effect, but it also had its share of side effects also, especially with ribavirin, because it makes you so active that sometimes I even tend to wash my vehicle 3-4 times in a day. I mean, that kind of activeness that I went through, and then even it was raining, even though it may be raining, I will just keep on washing my vehicle. And at that point of time, the NVSP program was not rolled out, and then I had to manage it on my own. So I spent I spent a lot of money buying not only my treatment drugs but my other tests also, my other tests and some supplement medicines also, like medicines to.
I would also like to thank all of you in making it as a priority to be here today, to recognize and acknowledge that hepatitis is among us, and that collectively we have the responsibility to change the attitudes and improve the opportunity for prevention, testing and treatment. The prevalence of hepatitis on a global scale is staggering. 1 in 12 people worldwide are affected by hepatitis. Over 1 million of these people die each year, and many experience reduced liver cancer. Yet, despite this statistic, viral hepatitis still remain relatively poor understood related liver disease through education and hepatitis B vaccination. Secondly, let us increase the testing for hepatitis, and finally, let's treat the hepatitis. Chronic hepatitis can be prevented. It is treatable, and hepatitis C is also curable in most cases. Now is the time to beat hepatitis. We have a way to go, but we are heading in the right direction. Together we can support our peers. Together we can support our families, support them to get tested and treated. We need to face this issue head on. Today I leave with you this message. Let's prevent the spread of hepatitis. Let's get the people tested and treated. Together we can face hepatitis, and it can't be ignored. Thank you.
Itu patent drugs kana ha patent handu opposition drain patent itu bone itu movement free trade agreement every draining itu oppose it one solution. Ina goi thagine then itu nia goi thagine we government of India lo dibi advocate bole suru hoise planning commission of India to bi jaine office te jaine kotha pora la time bi thakise. Only planning commission of India is very clear. Without data mohan itu eku budget ko na pare. So data bisari na dibi ba amde ori ita tande small pockets se ekta duta jaga de independent research, scientific research only small pocket hua pare itu country la corona parala ina winners. So many of our old timers, champion activists to viral hepatitis la free treatment kind of advocate kura handu nathala hoise. Only to viral hepatitis la movement to think about suru we have taken up from the HIV learnings, HIV implementation. That initial stage HIV la bi free treatment ti tebi na pawo inhala de thakise only free treatment ahise, diagnostic ahise. So it based on that experience, it were mala activists kan mohan it were viral hepatitis labi inga suru korine kia Nagaland devi India devi itu program la ahise. Haro agere panisna back interferon la tante India agere first DA hadan the rainbow han start hoise or bisi mano plan interferon or speculate interferon la time there treatment success no hala abi bisi ase. Our treatment failure like
the UIP program, hepatitis immunization for children is through the UIP program, but immunoglobulin for the at-risk adults is not there for the in the program itself, in the program guideline. But this can always be discussed in any of the national forum during any of our meetings. Let us take this up as an important agenda, probably whenever we have any kind of national level meeting, so that probably even in their minds also it must not have come, So I feel that it is a very, very important point. As of now, not a part in the program, but we can always discuss about it, and through these discussions only it comes to be involved. it comes to be a part of the program implementation or policy planning, etc. So I feel positive about it. Positive means like because it is justified and valid. So not as of now, but we can always discuss, and probably in the next rollout they can involve that as a part of the procurement policy. So thank you so much.
So I'm just hoping, and since you are there, then like Dr. Thorhusie is also there, and then I'm sure with from this platform we have learned that there's a need for SBIG for adults also. So let's hope that your department will push the government also to actually make this happen, and then let our state be the first state to have SBIG for adults.
Motion, top JEE and NEET Coaching Institute of Kota is now in Dimapur. Faculties, study materials and test series from Kota directly. Now students from Nagaland can raise their preparation level right here in Dimapur. Admissions open now.